Welcome back to the Two Stupid Bitches Telling Each Other Exactly podcast.
Exactly! Welcome back to Safehouse Chats.
The alternative name for the podcast, yes.
The alternative name for Safehouse Chats.
I'm stupid bitch number 1, Aris.
And I'm the first stupid bitch. Snap.
Oh.
I forgot my name for a second, thereby proving I was deserving of the title. I genuinely was like,
Well,
what comes next? What word is next?
So, welcome back to the podcast and welcome to part 2 of our ranking episode.
Yeah, we kind of do coming into the last one that on paper we were going to try to do all of it in one go, but in practice it was going to be a two-parter.
Yeah. I always go into it with that Delulu spirit, you know?
Sure.
Snap was like, what if we did this in 2 parts perhaps? Because it's over 150 missions. And I was like, no, we'll manage.
Yeah. Here we are.
Anyway, welcome back. We ranked all of the trilogy's missions last time, and this time we will be starting with our tier list of operations and then going on to perhaps the most exciting part of the episode.
Yeah.
Snap is looking like he had Taco Bell at 3 a.m.
We'll see how it goes. Before we start, do you want to tell them what we were talking about right before we hit record? We were talking about verbiage from the British Isles, or as the Irish government calls it, these islands, that hasn't necessarily made it around to the rest of the world. And Aris expressed fondness for the term lollygagging, which we agree is a wonderful word. I suggested that it would be a good name for a pirate-themed drag performer, lollygags, and we came to the very quick and immediate agreement that that is Black Spot Pete's Dragsona. Is that the term?
Dragsona.
That we use?
Yeah.
Dragsona.
Stage name.
Stage name, sure. That's what he normally does. He takes Sundays off from that, and the one mission he's in happened to have been a Sunday, so Sly met with Black Spot Pete. But if it had been any other day of the week, he would have met with Lollygags instead.
The thing is, during our Black Spot Pete episode, I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. During the podcast Black Spot Pete episode,
What a life.
like we really have a Black Spot Pete episode. Anyway, sorry. Existential crisis. In our Black Spot Pete episode, I remember very distinctly us pondering how they kept the population going.
That's right, because there are no women on Weird LARP Island.
Well, except for one.
Yeah, that's more of a morale thing than a demographic thing.
I don't know. I feel like we've deviated way too much away from like your initial idea of Black Spot Pete. You were like, no, he would never have a phone.
The one thing that they have from 21st century society is Drag Race, and everything else is skewed. That would be fucking amazing.
Lollygagging.
That's world building, baby.
Lollygags. Lolita McGaggings. Like, the possibilities are endless. It can get dirty so fast, and yet it's territory that even I don't wish to explore.
Christ
is right. Anyway.
Yeah, God has no place within these halls.
Except in the episode Clan of the Cave Raccoon, perhaps.
Oh.
Where the Grizz was trying to make the biggest omelette before meeting Jesus Christ.
He hated abortion? I don't even remember our own terrible lore at this point.
It's just...
Oh wait, I think he was Orthodox.
I love how a summary of all our shit is just like ad libs, and it's like he hated, and then you can just choose anything. And then he met blank, and he hated blank.
Henriette was in love with the evil wolf priestess.
1, 2. I've got a tier list episode for you.
For you,
Mr. Beast. Oh my god.
There it is. It's back.
We went at the same time. Wow. There's your cue for syncing the audio.
Christ. And on that note,
Make the two Mr. Beasts kiss. Anyway, aside from this unhinged extended intro, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah.
And all that googa.
Yeah.
If you would like a Lollygags episode.
That's the sequel to the
Sometime
Black Spot
next
Pete
year.
episode. The episode about Black Spot Pete's stage name drag soda that we made up.
Yes, and it's going to be a 7-minute long claymation.
Yeah, so it'll take 3 months to make. At best. Claymation's hard. I think that's a hard subgenre of the otherwise already hard animation genre.
It absolutely is. Respect all artists and fuck AI, by the way.
100%. AI could never have made Black Spot Pete.
True.
And for that, we must welcome it into the world.
Yes. Anyway, we will be we'll be picking up where we left off, and that's the operations.
Yes.
So on to the operations tier.
Okay, I can see it.
Perfect. So just a reminder, if you haven't watched the first episode, make sure to go check it out. But if you haven't already checked it out and don't want to for some reason, because you're extra mean, we said that we will not be including Sly One's bosses in this tier list.
Because it's not really an operation if it's just walking into a room and getting into a fight.
Yes. And also, I feel like they easily get bulldozed
Yeah.
by everything else.
May I ask, do we have different tier list names?
We do have
For
different
this.
tier. Well, I have unfortunate news.
Okay.
We came up with an unused tier list name last time, which was outstanding, and yet I have not found room for it in my notes.
Okay.
Except if we get to the Thieves in Time tier list and there's room for that there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, for the operations, there will be no tier titled Tony the Killer Bee tier.
Okay.
So, for this tier list, I'd like to resurrect some tier names I had already used for a Tumblr post, which I had made years and years ago.
Okay.
But I remember that Snap had approved of these names. I think, in fact, you had said that these were the best tier names ever.
Okay. I'm really frightened now because I don't remember this. Let's see what...
If we made it past a tier called RIP Mrs. Puffin, CEO of Chop Hose, I feel like you'd be down with anything.
Correction, we did not say rest in peace. We did not offer her that. We
Oh.
were completely uninterested in whether or not she's resting in peace.
Fuck that hoe bag.
Yeah.
Listen, she was hoarding cookies in her office. Like, who does that?
From children.
Yeah.
From orphans. From orphan children. No, you're right. Now that I think about it, you've been right about Miss Puffin the whole time.
That's what I've been saying. Anyway, S tier is a tier for high camp, for grandeur, and for absolute excellence, let's say.
Okay.
So therefore it's called It's Camp.
It's camp.
It is. It's just camp.
I misheard you as saying it's kank. And I was like, what the fuck is kank? This slang moves on too fast. Camp. Yes. Camp is perfect, actually, based on my own picks.
The titular character from Sony's bootleg PS2 game, Ruchet and Kang.
Come on, Kank. We gotta save the solar system. Or whatever. We can't afford the full galaxy.
Yes, or whatever Charlie XCX said. A tier. Bentley, you sick fuck.
Yay! Yeah, you're right. I do like this.
These brought the chaos, but were also risky. I don't know, maybe he had one too many tomatoes or something, like something was off.
Huh.
Instead of pair, let's just say, okay.
Okay. Oogie.
Should this be replaced with Tony the Killer B tier?
At the risk of regretting it, sure.
Okay.
I feel like you'll be upset if we don't have that in there somewhere. So sure,
Absolutely.
fine. You can have your little man. You can have your sweaty Italian boyfriend.
Yes. Little.
He's like spiritually little, philosophically little. There's nothing going on up in that brain dome.
Fully valid.
He's a sad little man and he'll never amount to anything.
Well, that's kind of harsh.
Kind of. I was being very harsh.
One of my favorite Housewives taglines is, if you're offended by what I say, imagine what I'm thinking.
That's good.
You know, girl, absolutely.
Wow.
Mind you, she is Australian, so absolutely you'd be offended by what she thinks.
Yeah, that would do it.
And then,
Yeah.
no offense to our Australian viewers,
No, it's just how it is.
finally, we have straight up Suicide Squad missions.
What are we? Some kind of Cooper gang?
I feel like this was like, it was when, again, Bentley was not in his right mind, but not in a good way. Like, these were the absolute flops.
What the fuck is going on here? Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Bentley, why?
Bentley, what?
Bentley, why? What?
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, those are the 4 tiers.
Okay.
So, shall we begin with number 1, Operation Thunder Beak?
Yes. It's a little hard to gauge this one because it's not spectacular, but it being the first one gives it such a nostalgic value. Like, this is the first operation. This is the first, like, full heist that is, again, not just walking into a room and fighting the bad guy.
Yeah.
It's got its own musical track.
It does have its
That I
own
think-
musical track.
Does a lot to, like, make it stand out.
What's funny is that you say this, and yet, and despite me agreeing that it is nostalgic, and you're right, it does retain a bit of that Sly One situation, because whereas with the rest of them, Bentley is like, we're gonna like have some sort of distraction or some sort of elaborate plan to gather the clockwork parts and then vamos.
Yeah.
Whereas here, he's like, do all of these like mini tasks to break down the peacock sign and then jump into the sewers to confront Dimitri. So it does have that like Sly One.
Yeah.
Just go into that room and beat his ass.
I don't think they fully planned on confronting Dimitri. Like, the Sly 2 operations never really plan for the boss fight. It's just that the boss walks in and is like, what the fuck are you doing in my house? I guess Rajan, they were intent on ripping the clockwork heart out of his big dumb paws. I also shout out to, like, the framing of it, though. Like, the back and forth. We follow Sly picking the pocket, and then he goes and he hands off the key to Bentley and Murray, and then climbs the sign, and then it cuts back to him giving them the key, and you follow them instead. I think they were definitely making an attempt to really evoke heist movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Oceans.
Exactly, yeah. I'm talking myself around. The more I think about it, the more I,
No, you're absolutely right.
like, even leaving aside the nostalgia, I think it does deserve a relatively high ranking.
It deserves a high ranking. I feel like also it does a good job at encapsulating like a sense of like humble beginnings.
Yeah.
It's very much like medieval but effective. Like, Mary throw Bentley and Bentley's gonna fuck up with some pipes and then steal keys to drive this car. It's by no means like we have to hijack a blimp or something. You know, it's very local.
Yeah.
On the DL.
It's ground level. Yeah.
And yet, The boss fight is not my favorite, I'm sorry to say.
The boss fight's not great. It's weird how Dimitri just kind of teleports from place to place using cartoon logic. They never really explain why he has a ring that shoots lasers. That's not really part of the whole lounge lizard aesthetic.
True. There's cut content with the top floors too.
That's right. There is a second story to that area
And third.
that just doesn't come into play in the actual finished game.
Maybe they were like saving it as like a mugshot style, like with each section of the boss fight, you go up one floor until a climax where like he eventually escapes as a build up to the Monaco level, which got scrapped.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which we could get into if we ever get to do the cut content episode
We'll get there.
instead of lollygags episode.
You quoted Bentley's medieval but effective earlier.
I did.
The real quote is, "Behold the majesty of gravity and inertia."
Okay.
That's underrated.
I'm not one for Bentley quotes, unfortunately.
Medieval but effective.
It kills me to say that he does have some good one-liners.
He does. I think I mentioned way back earlier on in the podcast that I intentionally fuck up shooting the hookup to Sly because Murray has like 6 "oh no, I missed" lines of dialogue, and one of them is "oh, cupcakes."
Ah, cupcakes!
Which, when I was 9, was extremely funny. And it's one of my little traditions to try to hear that again.
I'm just wondering, like, who is a cupcake person?
How do you mean?
Like, I get if, like, you're a brownie or a cookie or a muffin person, but who's, like, a cupcake person?
But who reaches for cupcakes over all that stuff? Yeah.
Nothing.
They're very kind of 7-year-old's birthday party.
Although Anne Hathaway did show on a talk show, I think it was Kelly Clarkson, how she cuts the cake part in the middle and then puts it on top of the top bit so that it makes a sandwich.
That's cute.
The more you know.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, where does Sander Beak place?
I
Would
think-
it be Bentley, you sick fuck?
I think it's absolutely Bentley, you sick fuck.
Okay.
Because he pulled down the nightclub sign to use as a battering ram against itself,
Sure.
leaving the city of Paris to clean that up. Who fixed that, Bentley?
Just like they left the corpse of Mrs. Puffin to be cleaned up at the orphanage.
This is
Mr. Beast.
officially entered in the podcast lore. Brought it up in multiple episodes now. Congrats.
I don't know if you heard my very subtle Mr. Beast.
I did.
Okay, but chose to not comment on it. Good for you.
No.
Since we have way less entries in this one, should we be ranking them individually too?
Yes, we can do it this time.
Within the tier. Okay, cool. Up next, Operation Hippodrop. I'm gonna say, similarly to Sly One's cutscenes, newspaper headlines, these can come across as a bit dirty if you have a big enough imagination.
Yeah, you mean the titles?
Yeah, of the operations.
Yes. I only found out, talked about this on the podcast, it was only playing through it like 20 years on as an adult that my wife was like, "Oh, it's a reference to that Disney movie." And I was like, "It's a what to what?" I thought Bentley was just having an off day. And couldn't think of a better thing to call the operation where they drop the hippo anything other than Operation Hippo Drop.
Well, what is Wet Tiger a reference to?
Ugh. Let's not find out.
Anyway,
Operation Hippo Drop is camp. This is my goal in this episode, is to get this one on top of the board.
I'm sorry. I just thought
Yes?
might as well just call it Operation at this point.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Blippity blip blip blip. You've made it out to be like a huge challenge. Oh my god, why are you doing the Mr. Beast pose?
I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm just gonna do the podcast like this.
Oh, how the tables have turned. Role reversal. Freaky Friday. You made it out as if it's a huge challenge, but actually I think sorry, my accent popped off. Hippo drop is absolutely the epitome of the operations.
Yay! I am glad we are in agreement.
Because it just is. Like, you've got Bentley, like, stepping up his game from local to batshit insanity with, like, Demolition's operation.
Yep.
You've got part 2 of Sly dancing with Neela and Carmelita.
You've got seeing Murray lowered in the background as you do the dance.
Yes.
That's such a, like, you the player are, like, let in on this joke that only the Cooper gang know about. There's absolutely no reason this plan should have worked.
No.
This is, like, the pinnacle of the cartoonishness for me. This is, like, the most perfect cartoony moment in the series.
Yeah.
They lower Murray down with a chainsaw so that he can use the chainsaw on the statue in the middle of the room, which is made of metal, and then pick up the 2 wings and get winched back up. And no one notices because Sly is dancing that good. Like... That really tickles me. That's so fucking stupid in a way that I just adore.
No, it's not stupid. It's camp.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's camp.
And as well as, like you said, with Bentley stepping up his game, in contrast to Sly 1 in general, here we have an operation where Sly gets a very central role, but it's a very simple role. All he has to do is dance with Carmelita, something that you would not have to twist his arm into doing. Bentley and Murray are kind of doing all of the work in this one, and I think that was a really smart choice. Sucker Punch are demonstrating this isn't a thief who has a hacker and a driver. This is now a gang. This is now more of a partnership of 3 equally talented guys who do different shit as part of like a combined plan. So we play as Bentley blowing up the bridge. We play as Sly doing his little dance. And then we play as Bentley in his little RC chopper, covering for Murray as Murray drags these 2 heavy sheets of metal over to the van. So Sly has the cushy job here. Bentley and Murray are doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, absolutely. How stupid do you have to be to say, if only they could move spy shipments as easy or whatever the fuck? Like...
I think John Bisson had never been to a party before.
No.
I think he didn't know what the scripts were.
No.
I think I said it before on Tumblr. I sympathize with Rajan in that moment. Rajan is trying to have a nice party. He's invited all these people to see his house. He's making idle conversation to the guy next to him. And the guy next to him is like, yeah, too bad you suck at your job at his party. Fuck off.
Surrounded by people... Hey, what about that illegal cocaine we're importing?
That, and it took me years to notice, but I have to put, as much as we love and respect Carmelita on this podcast, I do kind of have to put her on blast. She is undercover at a criminal party, and she dances with a strangely familiar man. And she says, and I quote,
"You look familiar to me. Are you in law enforcement?"
Like... The second she is alone with a stranger, she's like, by the way, I'm a cop. Are you a cop? I'm a cop. Girl.
Unfortunately, similarly to John Bisson, I also think Carmelita has never been to a party before.
Yeah. Hasn't been to a party since, like, she was 8. That was the last time she got invited to a party.
Yeah.
She was not invited to everyone's 9th birthday parties.
I'm just obsessed with, like, the mutual image we have of her, which is, like, just...
Well, like... Again, there's credence for this. Sorry to jump back a little bit into Mission Town, but another interaction I noticed was you finish dancing with Neela, Carmelita comes up and is like,
"Your friend here is quite an accomplished dancer."
And Neela playfully says,
"I tried to make him look good."
Which is a joke. At parties, you tell jokes, and you lightly riz other people as a part of bonding.
"Please, Neela, his skills far surpass you."
And Carmelita's like, "No, you're bad at dancing. It's the other guy who's good." Like, for fuck's sake. She just doesn't know how to talk to people at all. She's a wind-up robot that is only interested in beating up criminals.
In her job.
Yeah.
And I love that because, like, not to get all serious, but, like, apart from all the, like, toxic stereotypes that the series tends to perpetuate, such as damsel in distress,
Indeed.
/ romantic interest only, exclusively for women.
Yeah.
I feel like another such case would be Carmelita being perceived as quote unquote the Mary Sue. Like overly powerful, perfect.
Yeah. And not being silly the way that the boys are silly. She's the normal one. No, she's a freak.
Yeah, exactly.
She's fucking bizarre.
Like, she absolutely has a flaw in that she's just not a fun person, you know?
No.
And that's fine.
It's great. It leads to great moments.
Yeah, that's a multifaceted character. Anywho.
So, since we're in agreement here, what do we think of Wet Tiger?
See, okay. I could see this going in its camp.
Oh.
Because here's the thing. Does it have a TNT segment?
Yes.
It absolutely does.
Sure does.
But how demented and absolutely evil and psychotic do you have to be to say Rajan has half the Clockwork Heart? We should definitely drown him in his own ancestral palace and try to like literally submerge it underwater by blowing a dam.
Yeah.
Like,
What, do you feel bad for him? He had it coming.
I don't feel bad.
It's great. I think they should have tried to drown more people.
Bentley performing He Had It Coming from Chicago when he's presenting his pitch for the operation.
That's our movie pick for tonight. We're going to be watching Chicago tonight in a few hours.
There you go.
Cool.
That's a freaky coincidence.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This one comes down to... Because as we said in the last episode, we're kind of including story beats.
Oh, then it's
well.
absolutely its cap.
And I'd agree, yeah. The strongest thing here is...
The twist.
The twist. I remember someone saying that they were showing this game to a friend who had not played it as a kid. This was two adults playing this children's game. And the unfamiliar person did clock pretty early on that Neela was, untrustworthy, but was still taken by surprise that she is revealed as untrustworthy here.
Yeah.
3/8 through the game, instead of like, oh, last minute twist, it was I.
Yeah.
I think it's timed very nicely. It means you have a kind of like pre and post. Like you have a Neela is our friend and Neela is not our friend halves to the story.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all great. But is it a fun operation? Is it fun gameplay wise? What is it? The turret section, TNT section, a little bit of platforming, and then the boss fight with Rajan is like pretty decent. And again, story-wise, it's cool that we have our first boss fight where we don't play as Sly. That's great.
And the dialogue from the boss fight.
Yes, very good dialogue all around. I just don't know if when I play this, I'm not like, oh boy, I can't wait to do the thing where I have to shoot the bombs before they land on Murray.
True.
Like, I feel like the story outstrips the gameplay.
It's absolutely not above Hippodrop, but is it in its camp? In terms of plan and story beats, as well as the actual boss fight, I'd be willing to put it in its camp. But what in fact does drag it down is turret and TNT, as much as it pains me to say.
I would be willing, purely off the strength of the Neela twist, to put it in its camp,
Yeah.
but under Hippodrop.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello.
I am glad, actually. I'm glad that we're going to, differentiate things like this now. I think we can kind of get into the finer details.
Yeah.
It's almost like doing 150 was a big ask. And literally 1/10 of that is easier to deal with.
Are you saying we should revisit that tier list?
No.
Oh.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That is
Okay.
not what I'm saying.
Operation Trojan Tank.
This one's pretty good. And it's not on the level of the last two we just discussed. But again, story-wise, it's cool. Story-wise, it's cool to see a jailbreak and to see the gang getting back together. Gameplay-wise, it's like, what? Crawling under a tank and then doing some platforming and then, like, a semi-boss fight against Murray and then a more of a chase sequence than anything with the
I
Contessa.
don't even know if you can call it that.
Yeah. I would say that better story than gameplay here, too.
Better gameplay than the last one for sure. I'm obsessed with scaling the prison cells as Sly. That's like genuinely like fun
Yeah.
platforming. The Mari boss fight is not necessarily my favorite. It does give us some iconic sound bites.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and I'll smash up everything. Ah!
The teapot thing.
Yes, the teapot thing.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and I'll...
No.
Snap was absolutely unfazed.
We've been doing this for like 2 years now. I'm used to your attack patterns. I know when to dodge.
It's okay. If all else fails, I'll still laugh at my jokes. So,
It's like, you know, writing for yourself or composing music for yourself.
yeah,
When you make jokes, it has to be for yourself first and foremost.
I am my own muse.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to dirty jokes. So,
You are your own little yellow thing from Jack and Daxter.
oh, those are fighting words.
Anyway. Trojan Tank.
Anyway, what does drag it down? I feel like by that point I was a bit fed up with the hacking because it was like the train was great, but after like that I was like, okay, you've had your fun, now let the mouse go.
Okay.
We get it. And then the chase is like you always want to go fast and catch up with the Contessa, but she won't let you. Like you're forced to defeat the spiders. First of all, where do those come out from?
We don't need to interrogate that. Let's not.
Okay. Are those her children?
Yeah, I don't think she's a very good mother.
No. Well, she absolutely is mother, but not a good one.
But dark mother.
The fact that the Contessa is literally mother right now. Anyway.
It's like deliberately uncathartic. You're trying to chase up to her, you can't make it, and then she escapes on her blimp. That's all like very, oh, come back next week.
Yeah.
Like it goes directly into the next episode. But it's kind of, I don't want to take too much points off them because it was clearly on purpose, but it is an somewhat unsatisfying note to end on because the villain gets away
The thing...
quite unambiguously. Rajan had to flee in disgrace.
True.
The Contessa is just like, oh, I'm gonna go now.
The thing is, the fact that she's like $2 and off is not really why you want to take away points of it being anticlimactic. If it was just anticlimactic, it would be fine. But because it's only mediocre to good plus anticlimactic, I think that's why it's a bit more of a serious offense.
Is this going to be our first Tony the Killer, there's a BB cheer?
I'm looking at the rest of them and I'm thinking like as compared to the others, where would it go? And also it's not too creative. It's like still a tank bust into the prison and free Mari.
I don't want to give this Bentley you sick fuck, if only because there's nothing really sick fuck about it. It's actually quite a competent
Absolutely.
cam plan.
Okay. So
Like-
there you have it.
The most fucked up part about it is that he used a tank, but like he used the tank pretty straightforwardly. So, whatever.
Also, I hate having to crawl under that shit.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I wouldn't be shocked that people don't like that.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and I'll put you in the Tony the Killer B tier. How about that?
Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Operation High Road.
Camp. This episode in general is great, and I think the finale is a big part of that, because you got a literal war. We come and we rescue Carmelita, but then Neela shows up, so we have to chase Neela, but then Neela gets taken out by the Contessa. We fight the Contessa, and we win, but then she gets the eye, and we have to chase the Contessa, but then also Carmelita gets in a tank, blows Bentley out of the sky. Murray has to stop Carmelita, And then Sly finally beats the Contessa. This is chaotic in the best way.
100% agree. What are the minus points for me?
Sure.
Tank gameplay.
Oh my god, yes. It would be a perfect score, except it puts you back in that god-awful tank. This is still where I'm at. I have not started the Jean Besson levels. This is the last thing that I've played at time of recording. My enjoyment fucking cratered when the tank showed up.
Oh, great. Minus point turret again.
Yeah, that feels a bit like an afterthought, especially because Bentley gets shot down anyway. The turret section is not particularly good, no.
I am willing to put it in its camp, but for me, spiritually, it is in Bentley you sick fuck just because it is more sick fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it's very much like the operation unraveling to the point where he says this was not part of the plan.
Merciful Hades! He says that too.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's very much like Wet Tiger in that, like, story-wise it's great. Gameplay-wise, like, stuff like the chase between Neela or fighting the Contessa is fine.
Yeah.
But the tank is such a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, having been reminded of the tank, I would almost put it at the top, either the bottom of its camp or the top of sick fuck.
I also feel like, and don't get me wrong, like, I've been shitting on it a lot, but it has insane dialogue.
Absolutely.
Playing dress up in your father's legacy, like,
Yeah.
Mother doesn't eat, she's served.
I like...
Absolutely.
Not long after that, there is an entirely unsubtitled conversation between Bentley and Carmelita.
Yeah.
Where she finds him in the wreckage of the blimp.
Yeah.
Takes the eye and is like, now put your hands up and leave them up for 10 minutes. I'll be watching. And leaves. Like, violent little princess indeed.
True. I'm gonna go ahead and put it at the top of Bentley You Sick Fuck.
Okay.
I'm being objective about it. Is it my favorite operation to play through? Definitely top 3. But if I'm being objective about it, tank gameplay.
I am looking every game developer in the eye. I know it's 20 years too late. I know we're past this as an industry and we have new, worse problems. Stop putting shitty, weird, controlled vehicle sections in your otherwise good PlayStation 2 games, for the love of God. This is what happens.
Yes, I second that.
You get removed from the highest tier.
Speaking of
vehicles...
some of the best Ben & Jerry flavors...
Yes, I agree. That's my go-to.
I know. It's not mine, but it's definitely God tier.
Yeah.
What about Choo Choo?
Choo-choo. Again, Bentley having an off day, couldn't think of anything better, title-wise. The obvious issue with this one is that you've already robbed 2 trains. So, robbing the train doesn't feel perhaps as novel as it could. They do try to make this more of an event, but it's basically like the 3rd in a trilogy that you've already done 2 of. I do think it is elevated quite nicely with Neela suddenly showing up halfway through and having to be warded off. Like, some great dialogue there.
That's in this operation.
Yeah, it is. What, did you think that was
It's
just
not an aerial assault.
one of the random... No, aerial assault is like a tutorial on using the RC chopper on the train. And then halfway through, robbing Iron Horse number 3, Neela shows up.
Okay.
And they're like, oh shit, and they have to use the RC chopper to drive her off.
Sure.
That's not a good sign that you didn't remember that.
I said this last time. To me, they're all the same. I can never tell them apart. I always power through that level so fast so they don't have a distinct personality to me. It just all feels like a blur.
This is the one that has Neela and Jean Besson.
Sure. As I said last time, they were like, let's do the exact same thing, but stick Jean Besson in one of the cars to elevate it.
Yeah.
That doesn't fly in my book. I'm sorry to say. It doesn't even have the chaoticness of being a straight-up Suicide Squid. Suicide Squid?
The Suicide Squid.
I meant Squad. Sorry about that.
That's when Crusher from the Depths and that one guard from Raleigh's hub world are forced by the government to take on missions that no one else will take on. That's the Suicide Squid Squad.
I thought you were gonna say that's when Crasher from the Depths impregnates Miss Decibel.
No. No, why would I say that? Why would I ever say that?
I don't know. Isn't that like your go-to joke?
No, it's your go-to joke. You've forgotten which one of us
I could have sworn I've never said that. Now hold that pose. For me, I'm just gonna put this in Tony the Killer Bee, if you agree.
I don't disagree.
Okay.
My favorite thing about it is that Neela interruption, but that is the high point. The rest of it's fine. Are we putting it above or below Trojan Tank?
I feel like Trojan Tank feels more well-rounded.
That's fair. All right. Canada. Games.
Okay, now with this, I think we, Mr. Beast, have our first entry in the straight up Suicide Squad mission.
Once again, an important plot beat, because this is like the moment it all falls apart. Bentley realizes with horror that all of their work has just played into the hands of their enemies because they collected all the clockwork parts for Arpeggio accidentally. It ends with that really cool shot of the shadow of the blimp over the level. That's all cool. And I feel like we might have a disagreement on this. I like the Bentley boss fight a lot. I like that Bentley gets a boss fight.
I like the Bentley mission too.
Bentley gets a boss fight, and it's not like he has to hack real good against another hacker. No, it's like David and Goliath style. He has to outwit someone who will just tear him in half if given the opportunity.
And make turtle soup, mind you.
And make turtles are stupid.
Oh my god.
What?
He was supposedly like stupid, John Bison. But you can't be stupid and make a pun about turtle stew and then sing stew pid.
I'm not sure that was on purpose on his part.
I'm sorry. That's genius in my book.
Okay.
Anyway.
This feels like it's two missions, where the second part is really cool.
And the first one sucks.
You have the Bentley boss fight, you have the confrontation between Bentley and Bison, you have the rush for the battery. That feels cool.
Does it?
Yeah, because it's all of a piece, you know?
The only thing I like about that part is that they went out of their way to have each member enter the battery a different way.
I love that, yeah. That's a nice little touch. But the first half...
Sucks. Sucks ass.
Yeah.
It's a Suicide Squad mission.
No one else shows up.
No.
It's just Jean Bisson and the Cooper gang. No one else came. So it doesn't feel like Rajan's ball, certainly.
Ball?
Yeah.
One?
I feel kind of bad about it going into the bottom tier.
Why?
But I don't know. Because of the stuff that I said about the story beats are good.
This... Okay, listen. It's a fun boss fight.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. And this coming from a certified Bentley hater.
Indeed.
Is it an important story beat? Absolutely. But is it also depressing? Yes. Do the Canada games suck ass and balls? They do.
Yes.
Also, we've gone from an already underwhelming operation in the last episode, which at least on paper is like a classic train heist.
Yeah.
We've gone from that to don't break an eagle's egg.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a bit polarizing. And also, with the tier names, this doesn't necessarily mean it sucks. It's just, it was straight up suicide.
It does, planning-wise, hey, let's just do the Canada games wasn't Bentley's best.
Yeah.
He has some, like, offhand comment, I think, about how, oh, Jean Bisson is too strong for us to just take out. Why not? Just kill him, Bentley! How many times do I gotta tell you this? Just kill him! Just lead him out onto the ice and explode the ice under him and watch him drown. Drown more people, Bentley!
Yeah.
God. Anyway, I would put it at the top of the bottom tier.
apart from the gameplay sucking, I'm also thinking that like he could have literally murdered them the way he threw the talons at them.
Yeah.
Like that was straight up suicide. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Or as the tier name says, straight up Suicide Squad missions.
What are we? Some kind of Canada games?
Anyway.
And that brings us to not an operation, except by default, much to its relative lack of standing. Carmelita's Gunner.
Also sounds dirty.
Yeah, a little bit. We're gonna keep making this point. The ending of Sly 2 is quite good. The ending mission of Sly 2...
Is not good.
No. The actual, like, denouement in Paris is pretty cool. Leaping from debris to debris to catch up to Clockla. Pretty cool.
Well, yes, except if you fall, you have to start from the start.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Skill issue.
Because that shit keeps tilting. Like, skill issue.
I don't remember ever failing that. Sorry.
You needed slow motion to beat Down Home Cooking.
Down home cooking? Yeah, because it sucks.
By...
And that's it for this episode.
No.
Come back never. Which is the end of the whole podcast.
You're just bitter that I said one ball.
Yeah, a little bit.
See?
All of the cool ending is locked behind a turret section. I mean, I can't say it doesn't make sense that you need a turret to fight something like Clockla, but my memories are fuzzy. I think I genuinely never finished Sly 2, which was and is my favorite game, for a period of several months, purely because of this final turret section. I got all the way through the game, but I could not actually beat Clockla.
Say less. Is it going at the bottom?
Again, I feel bad if in terms of like combining the story elements, because it's not the ending's fault.
Okay, I don't.
But I think so. I think it is going at the bottom.
Yeah.
At least Canada Games has the boss fight with Bentley.
No, this genuinely sucks. And I feel like, and I don't want to unpack this too much because I'm very steadfast in my decision, but I do feel like they either removed or did something stupid and forgot or whatever the fuck. Why is there no dialogue at the beginning? Like, there's no pre-boss dialogue. It's just, you enter the gunner and it's like, do it, Cooper.
Yeah.
Like, is there no...
We don't hear from Neela.
At all. This is the final boss fight of the game. Is there no prelude or like nothing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Carmelita and Neela interact at all in this last segment.
They don't.
Great.
I once called this operation on Tumblr Operation Scat Be Gone.
Okay.
I don't remember what the context was, but probably something not that serious.
Okay.
I have a love-hate relationship for this one. It is a bit of a mixed bag for me.
Okay.
On the one hand, I absolutely loathe the Octavio boss fight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard. Oh, before we get into Sly 3, can I point out that we have perfectly balanced the tier list so far?
Yeah.
I actually really like that, but it's not going to last because we don't have a multiple of 4. But I'm just enjoying this while it looks. Anyway, yes, you were correct. The Octavio boss fight, I would say, is a little too hard to be enjoyable.
It is, and absolutely is a bit too hard to be enjoyable, but also it's just like not fun.
Yeah.
Like, get the tar and then you have to like get on this sticky terrain and kick some ass. Like, fuck that. I always like put it off and start the mission and then just goof around, because if you turn into the ball move, you can fuck with Octavio.
Easily outrun him, sure.
I get on top of the police HQ and he falls into the water repeatedly. Which is very funny.
Cool.
But the lead up to that point, I don't mind at all.
Like I said,
Actually.
I'll floss my teeth with your spine, even down to the cinematography of how that moment is framed,
Yes.
is a series highlight for me.
Absolutely. And honestly, I don't even care at this point. The gondola gameplay, I don't mind at all.
That's fine.
You've got the opera contest.
Yes, a shining moment for Bentley, most certainly.
You've got timing the double door button gameplay.
Yeah, everyone's favorite.
A highlight. A highlight.
And Octavio's there.
Like, again, it matches the overall essence of this episode, which is like a bit of a throwback. Breaking and entering and disguising yourself, like it's all the very sneaky vibe of it all.
Sure.
And then you've got like straight up a boss fight, like a traditional beat 'em up.
Yeah. I can see what you mean about Octavio feeling like he would fit in with the villains of previous entries.
Yeah. Do they ever fix Venice or recover the dead fish? No.
No, they fucking bounce.
They were like, yay, Mari's back. Okay.
Maybe the reason Carmelita's always in such a bad mood is because she is roped into explaining her actions and explaining
And cleaning up their shit.
cleaning up. And the Cooper gang are like, yay, Murray's back. Let's go get pizza. Yay. Like the teenage boys that they are at heart.
I also love how absolutely vintage it is to be like, let's get rid of this event's advertising campaign so that no one will show up, because that's how ads work.
Yeah, they need the physical posters. Otherwise, no one will know to show up.
Relying on the possibility of no one having seen the posters already.
Yeah. Or Octavio having a really slick
Campaign.
online face. Well, it was 2005, so we were still kind of in the banner ad on a real website era. I don't know if that would really have moved the needle much for the average Venetian.
Is Octavio a marketing strategist?
Well, yes, because he is a mobster.
True.
He is a musician. I guess opera musicians weren't like modern musicians where they have to be their own fucking
PR campaign.
marketers on top of everything else. They don't have to be like, oh, be sure to be posting on Twitter and TikTok for the algorithm.
Yeah.
I don't think he would like that.
Influencer and scientist over here. Anyway,
Oh.
so I feel like, simply put, and just because of the opera segment, this is sick fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
get up on stage with the person who almost literally killed you and have a sing-off.
Yeah, he killed you. He killed you. He almost killed you like the day before. And even Octavio is like, oh, Mr. Tomato Fertilizer, you got a fucking death wish? Like, yeah, that's a pretty reasonable question to ask in context. Ugh.
Is it under Thunderbeak?
I appreciate the increased presence of Carmelita. And like I said, the floss your teeth with my spine is great. I think the fight with Dimitri and the fight with Octavio are like equally not great.
The same.
So I think I would put it above Thunderbeak.
Yeah.
But it's close.
Okay. I agree. I think they're evenly matched
Yeah.
as first operations.
Yeah, exactly.
The next one, let me just start by saying minus 10 points for not calling it Hippo Drop Part 2.
More Hippo Drop.
Hippo Drop the Sheekwell. The unauthorized Sheekwell.
Hippo Drop 2 Drop Harder.
Oh, now that's definitely dirty. This is maniacal. Like, Bentley needs to get jailed for this one. Let's drop Mari on a mutant mask. And pray for the best.
After coating him in glowing radioactive oil. Oh, Murray, it's so good to have you back in the gang. We missed you so much. Now cover yourself in this carcinogen. You can buy paint at the store, Bentley.
This is how yet another way they kill another Mari. Mari gets cancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up Suicide Squad mission.
Let me run through the gameplay. Bit of Guru
Is destroy the chopper.
to destroy the chopper. Tagging Carmelita with the darts. I do like the bullshit. Oh, my darts and the dark magic, they crashed into each other or something. Sure, whatever.
And then
Using the crane.
yeah, crane gameplay.
Not great.
And then scaling Carmelida.
And then climbing up Carmelita. Oh.
Don't search that on Tumblr.
Don't search that on any website. Yeah, I think this might be the one thing that I'll give it is that there is some funny dialogue here and there. Sly makes that really funny face. It's always a delight to behold. Murray wants a giant fighting robot, but this is a Suicide Squad. This is a Suicide Squad for the most part.
The end cutscene with the camera.
That's very cute. That's a reward for getting through it.
All the monkey guards dying.
They die!
Exploding.
Poor fucking Lieutenant Gronk and his men just straight up die in this one, and no one acknowledges it.
Oh, Lieutenant Gronk. If you only know about the nights I spent at the club alongside Battery of Peril, John Cena, Palace Doorman, and Tony the Killer Bee.
And Mr. Antenna, he was there too.
Yes, he was.
Did I tell you that once the Sly wiki was like, Lieutenant Gronk is voiced by veteran voice actor Clancy Brown, who is, among other roles, Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob and Lex Luthor from the DC Superman and Justice League stuff.
For all your efforts, you have but inconvenienced me, Spec. But I'm still just human enough to enjoy taking my revenge.
Is this true?
No.
Oh.
No, it's not true. That's not Clancy Brown. But someone on the wiki was just like, that kind of sounds like Clancy Brown. I'm just going to add to the wiki that it was him without a source.
Great.
It's absolutely just one of the Sucker Punch developers doing a big deep voice. I'm Gerlaman. Oh.
They got that totally wrong, so basically.
Anyway.
He voiced Black Spot Pete instead.
Yeah.
Well, you're Grossberg hemorrhoid. How about that?
Okay. So,
Hippo Drop Part 2 is above Clockla.
above Clockla, maybe below Canada Games?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I'm not completely opposed to Kaiju Carmelida.
Kaijulita.
Sure. Carmalarga. I think it's fun, but like the way they chose to deal with it and how brief that segment is and how it's been spun subsequently, which is not Sucker Punch's fault, but still.
It might be Sucker Punch's fault a little bit.
Sure.
I don't want to presume.
Perhaps the most forgettable operation name.
Yeah, which is ironic considering.
Considering what?
Oh, are we talking about the next one? Or...
Yeah.
Yeah, Turbo Dominant Eagle is like...
Perry porn.
You slap three... You slap three cool sounding words together and it just completely cancels out into nothing.
Don't give me that look. You were the one who showed me Zootopia comic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Turbo Dominant Eagle has... It's that Twitter meme of the elephant that says, address me.
Okay.
Which is like... Yeah, there's a huge ass plane segment smack right there.
Yeah. And again, unsurprisingly, because that's what the whole thing was about. Plane tournament.
You don't have to kill everyone, which is great, but even so, it's not fun. It's just tedious. Fighting on the plane is not bad,
It's okay. It's a nice kind of classic 3-phase boss fight
but I do hate the twist though.
of discovering Penelope at the end of the boss fight.
Right after having it be a boring just whack the Black Baron.
On it, boss.
Like, if this was Penelope, and if you've like spent the whole time like building up how smart she is, why would she be fighting with Sly on a moving plane? And where did those skills go when she tried to get abducted twice?
Yeah. She has never shown boxing again.
No.
In any form. Even though that would be really cool. And it would be another, like, thing her and Murray could share, for instance. Like, she and Murray could hang out in the gym in a way that Bentley and Murray never have, even when he had legs that worked.
Absolutely.
But no, we
Fuck
don't
Bentley.
we don't get that.
I feel like even for this game's logic, it kind of surpasses that. And honestly, even besides that, like even besides being nitpicky, chasing him on the plane is not fun.
No.
And the boss fight is only mediocre.
Yeah.
So it is very much killer B tier.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree.
Bottom?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm just kind of thinking about the existing, like the other parts. Jumping from blimp to blimp is fine.
Oh, yeah.
Using the rowboat is fine. Like, none of it is that notable. So,
I love the blimp bit, but the rowboat takes away from that.
yeah.
The jolly boat.
More like cranky boat.
Oh.
More like unhappy boat. I'm sorry.
See, yeah, you get to say this shit, and yet you didn't laugh when I said one ball.
No, I didn't.
So, absolutely not.
It appears that you are the one who is upset.
I am, in fact, the cranky boat. It has several holes. It's very leaky.
Yeah, it would. It would have leaky holes.
More than you would know. Wedding Crasher.
Wedding Crasher is another mixed bag for me.
Same.
Because there are good moments. Again, we see some nice hanging out between Murray and Penelope, where they're left alone and something goes wrong and Penelope kind of panics and Murray's like, no, it's fine, things go wrong all the time. But the dragon fight,
Not fun.
fighting the dragon is not as cool as fighting a dragon should be.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Exactly. Okay, here's the thing. This one has many things working against it. Does it pigeonhole Penelope into a damsel in distress role almost immediately after her introduction?
Sure does.
Yes.
Sure does.
Does it, unfairly so, have to follow up laptop retrieval?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the equivalent exchange. Because laptop retrieval is so good and such a shock to the system halfway through the level that it would have been extremely hard for the operation to measure up after those expectations have been set. And sure enough, it's not really there.
No. Also, other than being a certified Bentley hater, I'm also a certified
Okay.
and you you gave me the promise of a wedding.
Yeah.
I want to see a wedding. I want to see a wedding gown. I want to see the decorations. Nothing.
Again, much like the Canada games, no NPCs to be seen.
Nothing. Like, hello. I thought this was like an arranged marriage. I see no arrangements.
Okay. Nothing has been arranged here.
No.
It doesn't feel...
Well, Bentley was the planner.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like an event. It doesn't feel like anyone showed up
It does not feel like an event.
to this cold-ass fucking mountain in the middle of nowhere where Sao lives for some reason to see him get married.
Him and his abducted wife.
Him and his abducted bride-to-be.
Do you think he was like, maybe people don't actually like me?
Impossible. Am I so out of touch? No. It is the children who are wrong.
For every good thing it does, there's also like a minus, even in the details. Do we have a Thunderbeak simultaneous thing, always a slave to the schedule? Great. Followed immediately by car gameplay.
Yeah.
And having to stealthily cross across the lasers as
Yeah.
a fucking car.
That's my favorite car thing.
Is it?
Only because, yes, that part does suck. And then you get the catharsis of, fuck it, break everything, afterwards.
No, that is not catharsis.
Sure.
You're being timed.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it doesn't have the turret yet.
No.
Also, does it pair up not only Mari and Penelope, but also the other two boogers, Guru and Panda King together?
Everyone's favorites.
Great. Like, let them have their fun on their own.
Yeah, away from everyone else.
But right after, that fucking vase thing.
Yeah.
As much as I love the symmetry we've got going on, I'd say Killer Bee.
Yeah, it's the definition of Killer Bee.
Also, Carmelita grapple cam, like, fuck you.
God, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, fuck that.
You have to insult Carmelita. Normally you have to go online to do that.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Is it going above Choo Choo? I don't think so.
Yes.
Gasp.
I would put it above Choo Choo because there's more going on.
Okay.
Choo Choo is very,
Yeah.
appropriately enough, Choo Choo is very much a straight line. Whereas this you have all six members of the Cooper gang. You have Carmelita, you have Sao, you have a dragon. The dragon doesn't do enough, but it is there. Like, to be fair, there is a dragon here.
True.
That's not nothing.
Okay, fair.
So I'd put it above, yeah.
Sure. Like, could you not have the hopping vampires attend at least?
Yeah.
Revenge double cross is trash.
Yeah, this one does not. This is the only operation in this series for children that I'm like, wait, what happened?
It is.
Because Sly finds the fake Penelope, which is admittedly, sidebar, it's a pretty cute design.
It is.
That it's a big straw-covered Penelope with a bomb in its tummy. He's like, well, shit, there's a huge explosion. Murray seemingly genuinely thinks that Sly is dead, and then Sly just kind of sails in from the sky.
How does he survive? How does he survive?
How does he survive? How does he get that high? How is he able to paraglide over to the middle of nowhere? I'm genuinely like, what happened here?
Yeah, it's a mess from start to finish. You're trying to insult Lefouille. Black Spot Pete isn't in it, so ultimately, like, -5 points for that too.
Well, we have to take points. The bad news is that we have to take points off of every operation. The good news is because we've taken points off of every operation, it does not change the tier list at all.
And it's the Toby Fox da 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 like sound effect. It's a Suicide Squad mission.
It is. It's very much so.
Like there are so many variables and so much unpredictability riding on this one that it's like you could not have predicted this would happen. I'm sorry.
We get to have not just a Bentley or Murray boss fight, we get to have a Penelope boss fight. One that I always lose instantly every time because, again, the control scheme is weird for no reason. I always am dead before Bentley is finished explaining how the sword fighting works. And then I get it on my second try. So that's cool.
To be fair, I'm not that mad at that. I don't hate that boss fight.
I don't hate it, but exactly like the dragon, it's not as cool as it should be.
No.
It's held back by its questionable design.
Why does Penelope's vigor and skill only come up sometimes?
Yeah.
She's taking on a pirate on the mast of a ship. Great. Where was that when he was taking you hostage?
Yeah.
Also, playing as Crusher sucks.
Again, the kind of defining feeling from this collection is not as cool as it should be. You're literally playing as a sea monster ripping and tearing until it is done. And it's just like, doop, 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 dop.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Where did it keep the guru safe?
How is he breathing down there?
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Okay.
Is it better than Klokla? Yes.
Okay. If you say so.
I'm happy with this. And I think I know that you know where I want to put the next one.
What are we? Some kind of Cooper gang? Positives. It's cool that Carmelita finishes Dr. M off. And the last part is very deliberately easy, because after a difficult fight trying to use Sly's moveset against him, you just have to blast him with Carmelita's gun until he dies. This ends my list.
Why is Dr. M suddenly the master of elements?
Yeah, that's a cool design, but it's not exactly foreshadowed.
Why do we need to break antique vehicles?
That feels bad, man. I don't like doing that.
Does the laser glide move always work?
Nope. Sly did just learn it, I guess, but...
The main question here is A, why does Sucker Punch not know how to end the game? And B, is this worse than Clockla? Because for me it is.
Okay.
I absolutely loathe this.
Is Clockla winning out because it's less bad to play?
Yes.
Or because you prefer, like, the plot beats, either?
Both.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah, like, the ending of Sly 3 is a bit janky, plot-wise. It's kind of two wrongs make a right. Sly lies to Carmelita, and Carmelita lies to him so that they can go home and fuck.
Oh.
Which is 100%. 100%. They've earned it. But it's not exactly like a long-term plan that will hold up under scrutiny. I know what your thoughts are on Bentley inheriting the Thievius Raccoonus.
Hate.
Murray becomes Speed Racer for some reason.
Hate.
Yeah, I think this might actually go on the bottom of the list.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, well...
Puppy power! Wrong show.
Now it looks like a staircase. So that's cool. It's also a little sad that the lower you go on the tier list, the more populated it becomes.
Using the criteria that I used before, this last one doesn't even belong in straight up Suicide Squad missions, because that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It means that it was just chaotic in the worst case possible.
Sure.
But it shouldn't go anywhere higher because it is absolutely crap.
I don't think we need to make a tier for it.
Down home cooking.
That's perhaps too much effort than it deserves.
So there you have it. Operations ranked.
Okay, that took way longer than I was expecting it to.
Well, we did yap.
We did. I suggest a minimum yapping policy for Thieves in Time. We're all business for Thieves in Time.
It's getting serious for Thieves in Time.
Do you have the Thieves in Time tier list ready?
I do. Let me just fetch it.
All right, show me.
So, are we ready for chart names? Tier names, excuse me.
Yes, this is... I was wondering about this, because I presume it's not going to be the exact same criteria.
No. It is slightly different considering everything is dog shit.
Yes.
At the top of the list, that being said, we have Sucker Punch could have done this justice.
So this could have been good in the hands of another developer. Most intuitively, Sucker Punch, but, and like, you know, whoever else.
Let's say this is like salvageable / good.
Okay.
Funnily enough, this one is for kind of like the whatever, like mediocre stuff.
Okay.
And this one is called Miss Decibel Takes Ozempic.
Oh. To reclaim her worth as a person. She'll still be a woman, unfortunately. But at least she might be, you know, thin.
He went in for the kill. My question with this one was like, what do you think would happen if she did?
I mean, I don't think it would make her happier. I think she would lose a bunch of weight, and she would still look in the mirror and not like the person looking back at her.
Well, two things. First of all, the right answer is who cares?
Oh, of course.
Which is why this is a tier name. But also, even if she does get skinnier, if you have a crush on Le Paradox, I think your weight is the least of your problems.
Yeah. There's no salvaging that.
No. Then, as we pointed out during our Thieves in Time coverage, you don't remember most of this game. So, I'm thinking this is a tier we might abuse, potentially, for the ones we don't remember. Because even I dropped out halfway through my replay.
Yeah, and no one could blame you.
Like, I couldn't take it anymore. So, this is for the Forgotten Girls. This is called Winthorpe.
Yeah.
And then finally, for the absolute disgraces, we have Blood Flop Bay.
Oh. I like that it's not even a reference to this game.
It's not.
It doesn't deserve that.
It does not. So there you have it. 4 tiers.
Okay.
Great, which are, well, good.
Yeah. Passable.
Passable / salvageable. Mediocre, forgettable, and flop.
Okay.
And I think one is going to also be down home cooked eventually, and I think we both know which one is that, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay.
So, first of all, we have I smell a rat. Snap is deep in thought.
I don't want to start too forgiving.
Okay, so don't.
But all the other preludes just have you play as Sly, and you have to see Bentley and Murray do their thing as NPCs. This is the only prelude where you actually play as all three of them, which makes sense for the fourth installment to do. So conceptually, that's fine. Everything else sucks. Just to go back to a point I made last episode, someone asked Mello relatively recently about the fourth game, and all they replied was, this is what the first ledge sneak looks like in both games. So again, the shot of Sly creeping around the tower, and the Eiffel Tower comes into view in the background in an intentionally, thoughtfully framed, artistic direction, versus a shot of Sly climbing around a water tower. The camera is above him and looking down, and the roof is dark brown. That's it. Bentley makes an epic reference to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Minus 10 points.
Which is the first.
Minus 10,000 points.
Minus 1,987 points. Because it is the first of many 80s references. Carmelita is referred to as, quote, the ex-girlfriend and not the law, which is also foreshadowing for how she will be used in the story. I went into this with no notes at all for Thieves in Time, because Thieves in Time does not deserve notes. If I can say one nice thing about a level, it's probably higher up on the list.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's Miss Decibel takes Ozempic.
Okay.
Photo op.
I don't remember.
Which...
I infer from context that it's a go around and take pictures mission.
It is.
Because that's why we always start things off.
And then...
But I don't remember anything.
I was gonna say and then, but that's pretty much it. Winthorpe?
Winthorpe. Come on. Let's go.
Oh.
Keep it moving. Breakout. The only thing I remember about Breakout, well, two things. First, there's a Star Wars reference, as we have discussed in the past. And secondly, the monkeys are set up in torture devices like there's a wheel of boots and the boot is kicking it in the butt. So that's a thing.
Do you think the reason this game got delayed so much is because, like, the Sanzaro team was jerking off to what they were making?
They were game developing one-handed.
Also, third thing that you remember... Sly saying, I'm General Mugshot.
Yeah, that was the Star Wars reference.
Oh. Well, you didn't say that was a Mugshot reference.
The person says, you're a little short to be a general, which is a reference to Star Wars.
Sure.
And Sly says, I'm General Mugshot, even though General Tsao was right there. Holy shit, guys.
I'm General Someone Who Killed My Parents. Hee hee ha ha.
Wow. Epic reference! I remember! I'm so sick of do you remember? Do you remember when? So much of pop culture has boiled down to do you remember the Ghostbusters? And this game was made by people of that mindset.
Do you remember the 21st Night September?
No!
Okay.
Where are we putting it?
You get the samurai costume.
Sure.
That's about Ozempic.
Whatever.
Sure. Something tells me your heart is not in this.
No. There's so many to go.
Sushi House Startup. I'm gonna go ahead and say SP could have salvaged this.
Okay.
There's comics of Ryoichi Cooper, the inventor of
Inventing sushi.
Befriending a shark who he then turns into sushi. Hee ha ha.
Also, I keep referencing Mello's thoughts on this, but conceptually, all of Thieves in Time is stupid because it's about reclaiming areas that should by rights belong to you already and not creeping through areas that belong to the bad guy. This is Ryoichi breaking into his own house. So you're playing as Ryoichi, and the environment is Ryoichi themed, instead of you playing as Sly in an environment that is Panda King themed. That's dumb.
How about you get some original thoughts for a change, though? Ha.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Oh. I have become what I hate. Original thought.
Do you remember when Mello said, "Oh,
Original
how
thought.
the tables have turned"?
Ryoichi's power isn't interesting. None of their powers are interesting except Tennessee's, which is overpowered.
Sure.
What is Sucker Punch salvaging here?
I
Aside, because you said Sucker Punch could salvage this, and then you described the worst part of the mission, which is the comics.
like the sushi house setting, and I'm not mad at Ryoichi gameplay.
All right.
I like spire jumping on like huge pufferfish, you know? He does not know.
I will compromise with you and put it in Ozempic.
Oh, wow.
Which sounds like a great sentence out of context, by the way.
We have an opinion for Thieves in Time.
I will dip it in the Ozempic. My hand is forced.
Okay.
It's gotta be really good for me to be like, Sucker Punch could have done that.
Okay. Something's fishy, and it ain't my Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Flop.
This one, I do remember this one.
Okay.
Because it was an early moment in, like, oh, that wasn't fun. My childlike wonder.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you go to a place and you get some fish, and then you go to a second place and you get some fish, and then the mission ends.
No. Don't forget. Please do this some justice. And don't forget motion control fishing.
Blech. I don't remember that, which is a great sign of how fun it was. But, like, it felt so short.
It did. It was.
You only do 2 things instead of 3. Rule of 3.
Yep.
Blood flop bay.
Yeah. Pretty in pinker.
Ugh.
Flop.
Pretty in blood flop bay.
Tiger tail.
That one is... The boss fight at the end is competent. And I think it was very deliberate that...
What boss fight?
Oh, shit. Oh, God, there's so much.
What boss fight?
I thought we were already at the end. Fuck.
No. Tiger tail is tailing El Jefe, and you have to dress up as a chicken. Ho, ho, ho. So funny.
I think it's an automatic Winthorpe for me. Because I genuinely didn't remember.
Winthorpe, yeah. Spiked sushi.
I think this is also in the vein of... This might be the one I was thinking of. Of like...
Winthorpe.
You spike some sushi. You go to a second place and spike some sushi. The mission ends.
That's so funny because that's how...
So,
so funny.
Winthorpe or flop?
Because that's how Sanzaru get with women. Winthorpe?
Yeah, because I couldn't remember which one it was.
Sure. Altitude sickness.
Okay, this is the one that ends with a competent boss fight.
I'm scared to say it because like you threw such a rampage about me. God forbid I have an opinion on a game you don't give a fuck about. Is this...
I'm locked in. I'm sorry.
Is this SP could have done justice?
I do want to point out what will become a recurrent issue with this game in that they go up to the boss and the boss just grabs the Cooper cane and then leaves.
Yeah.
That's like a systemic issue.
But when it happens the first time?
I was gonna say, before I realized I was talking about the wrong mission, this was the preview footage at like the E3.
Yes.
Before the game came out. And I think for...
With the horrible contrast and lighting.
Yes.
And brightness.
Of course. But I think that was on purpose because they knew this was as good as they... This was the best shit they had going on. Yeah, I think Sucker Punch could have salvaged this, maybe.
Hey Cooper, how you like my doggy style? Hee hee hee.
That's Nolan North. I think.
Under arrest. Is what the Sanzaru team should be.
Yeah. Only mentioned in the series of Sly going to high school.
How do you remember that?
Because Bentley's like, you should make fun of Toothpick by vandalizing his shit. And Sly's like, wow, just like when I was in high school.
So, basically, they didn't murder Mrs. Puffin?
No, honey, it's okay. They still murdered Miss Puffin, don't worry.
Yet another retcon on Sanzaru's part.
The lore! The lore!
Zero respect for the sacred texts. Is this going...
Uh-huh.
I kind of like going around and like vandalizing posters. I hate being like, for the first time, I had to go in jail.
Yeah.
Also very short.
A lot of them are.
Ozempic,
Sure.
Jailhouse Blues,
Now we are entering the Tennessee zone.
which shouldn't mean anything.
Sly has to break out of jail and befriend someone while doing it. It's a perfectly competent concept. I don't remember the gameplay being good.
It's not because you have to carry a very large ball around.
No, that's fun. That's fun and epic. What are you talking about? That's hugely fun.
Listen, I'm all about carrying balls,
Okay.
but unfortunately, someone does not appreciate testicles on this podcast.
Okay. Sorry to oppress you.
Is this Ozempic?
I think I would be content to put it in salvage, but it doesn't sound like the gameplay was worth it.
It was not.
Like, I'm thinking more of the concept. The gameplay might just be... Leave that in the garbage.
No, because you didn't let me put Sushi House Startup, so fuck that.
Alright. Now we're even, and everything's fine.
Now you've set a very high standard.
I have. Yeah.
Cooper for Hire, which is the gun mission.
I kind of don't remember how enjoyable this was gameplay-wise. Do you?
It's just you... Well, actually, it starts off... I believe the way this goes is that you play as Bentley, who follows...
Toothpick. That does happen at some point, yeah.
And then he leads you to his super secret vault, where Mari has to protect Bentley, who's trying to hack the vault open by huge scorpions, so he has to use the turret.
This is a lot of preamble for the tutorial for how to play as Tennessee.
Which is also very long.
Yeah.
And then you enter the vault, and Tennessee gets his cane/gun bag, and then it's a very long tutorial.
And he does the rail slide. Because his actual thing in the games was the rail slide.
Not having a gun.
But we have to give him a gun now. Because he's American. We have to make it obvious that he's American by giving him a gun.
He's also into incest, so there's that.
Apparently.
Ozempic.
Ozempic.
Now, Saloon Bag does have fun moments.
I would see it being enjoyable if Toothpick wasn't there.
I don't know if he is.
The idea of putting...
I don't think he is.
What?
Saloon Bag does not have toothpick.
No, you look at Toothpick through the...
Vent?
Through the vent, and he's like, oh...
That's right at the end.
I'm gonna foreshadow that I'm the Hulk or whatever. And that's how you see Toothpick, is actually the Hulk or whatever. Because he has that shit.
But that's like the last 2 seconds.
Whatever.
Okay.
Clearly it made a negative impression on me.
You get to serve sarsaparilla, or whatever the fuck it's called. How do you call it?
Sarsaparilla.
Sure. To the cow guards as Bentley at a saloon, and then once they're asleep, Sly has to sneak around the casino, which I thought was neat.
I thought this one was just Bentley's RC car in the vents.
No.
Oh, that's a shame, because I kind of liked that part, and I thought it could be good in a different game. But it sounds like there's a bunch of shit I don't remember at all. Winthorpe, for me.
Sure. Blind date. Hee. Carmelita's back.
So, Blind Date, Jailbreak are like a two-parter.
Is it?
One directly leads into the other.
Do you have the wiki open?
No, I just remember this part for once.
Oh.
Blind Date is Tennessee sees Carmelita being kidnapped.
Oh yeah, and you have to chase her on the rails while shooting.
And he goes and he saves her. And you have to rail slide and shoot. And you have to... The stagecoach is being driven by a suicidal moron. So you have to prevent him from dying in order to save Carmelita.
Do you blame him for being so after being in a Sanzaru game?
No. I would likely be the same.
Sure.
And then it ends with Toothpick being like, ha ha ha, actually, I caught the Cooper gang while you were doing that. And that leads directly into the next mission, which is Carmelita and Tennessee have to team up to save Sly, Bentley, and Murray.
Why does this episode involve breaking out of jail twice?
Because it's epic. It's epic and cool.
Blind Date is Bloodflop Bay.
Okay.
Jailbreak is Carmelita gameplay.
Jailbreak is Sucker Punch could have done this justice.
Sure.
Because it's the only time the formula is in any way changed. Two characters who have never met before have to work together to save the rest of the team, and you get to play as Carmelita. That's all solid.
Okay. Grand Key Larceny is where they threaten Carmelita with having to kiss someone in the mouth.
Yeah, so that's Blood Flop Play instantly.
Operation Gold Digger, uh-oh, haha, hee-hee. Women date men for money.
Something, that fucking weasel. Remember that.
Someone turn off the fucking whistle.
Yeah. Again, a nice conceptual twist on the formula with the operation going so badly that the gang just ends up in a place that they don't know where they are. But the actual gameplay...
Flop.
Ugh.
Blood Flop Bay.
Yes.
You have to say it how Sly says it in the introductory cutscene.
Blood Flop Bay.
Someone turn off that goddamn whistle!
That godless whistle.
Stone Age Reconnaissance is what gave us the iconic line.
1, 2, I got a tier list for you.
Sure.
Flop. Flop purely for the presence of the Grizz.
Flop purely because of 1, 2. I've got a rap for you.
We don't even need to go any further into detail.
Unexpected Ties is when...
Is it bad to give this a flop too just because Bob is here? Is that too reductive?
Bad. Hello. It was Unexpected Tie.
Yeah. I don't even remember what the gameplay is here. I don't remember what the actual mission is.
That's for the best. Getting Stronger.
This one's hard for me. Because a training montage could be fun. It could be a fun thing for Murray to do with another character. This is not it. The thing about the chocolate chip burrito or whatever the fuck from that other episode.
Ozempic.
Going
Up, Winthorpe. Because even I don't remember this one. It's like a Bob climbing mission.
Oh yeah, well no, that is it then. Did you just climb as Bob? It's the Bob climbing mission. So there.
If it's not forgotten, then it's definitely forgettable.
Yeah.
How about that? As I once said when we were covering Thieves in Time, waiter, more animal abuse, please. So...
It's so ironic because they're already animals, and yet they have no sympathy.
Smash the X button to make a penguin barf out a piece of machinery. So much fun.
I mean, it's better that it doesn't eat it. Whatever.
Flop.
This fucking sucks, man. What's next?
Ice Bentley.
Ice Bentley? That's a flop just for the name!
Sure.
I don't even remember what that one is, but that sucks! Get out of here!
That's when Bentley discovers the Grizz's grand scheme of burying famous paintings and then pretending to discover them in the future.
Ice Bentley. Ice, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
Vanilla Ice is a scourge, and we must not be reminded of him.
Sure. Duty Calls is basically following the Grizz around.
Remember how Carmelita was in this game? Remember how Carmelita is like in the gang at this point, but doesn't do anything?
Just because you brought this up now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in flop.
This is where the Carmelita mission would have gone, and they just didn't make one.
Well, this, in fact, is a Carmelita mission, actually.
But do you play as her?
No.
Then it's not a Carmelita mission. In a very real way.
Operation Jurassic Thievery
Flop.
Oh.
Flop purely because of the bit where Grizz is like, actually, my thing has been ice skating this whole time. And the game pauses for laughter, as though making it a joke forgives it.
Okay.
You said it, not me.
Sure. Shopping Spree.
I don't remember.
Sure. Juggling act.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go ahead and bat for her.
Okay.
You know, this was a fun platforming mission in a circus tent, which was like cartoonishly big and dark.
It is bigger on the inside somehow, yes.
And I feel like we could have gotten a lot of mileage out of we did Carnival, but out of a circus episode.
Okay. That is, it remains untapped. Sure.
Cane Swipe,
I don't remember.
I think you have to tail the Black Knight and get the cane back. Winthorpe.
I literally don't remember even a little bit.
I'm just very upset that I'm so tired I couldn't nail the someone turn off that fucking whistle perfectly.
You're gonna go to bed regretting that.
I should have just let the first take be just that. Like, it was iconic as it was. And now we've got a flop sequel, which isn't as good.
Yeah.
And I said it twice too. So we've got two sequels actually.
Fellers, could someone go ahead and just turn off that gosh darned whistle? I'd be much obliged. I hate to be a bother, but it's really getting at me.
Okay. Eye in the Sky, Winthorpe.
I do vaguely remember this one, but there's nothing worth remembering, so I won't argue.
I love this tier list.
I love democracy.
Mechanical Menace,
Oh, God.
aka Dragon boss fight with Carmelita.
That ends with Galeth is like, please don't tell anyone that you saved me. And Sanzaru's Carmelita is like, tee-hee, okay, and twirls her hair instead of, you fucking shut your mouth or I'm not saving you a second time.
Is it salvageable?
Well, like, technically yes, but also we've already seen Carmelita fighting monsters. That already happened in Sly 3. So does it need to be salvaged? I guess we haven't seen her fighting a giant robot dragon, but whatever.
Ozempic.
Sure.
Short supply, Winthorpe.
I don't remember.
The thumbnail looks like there's a fart.
A lot of this is quite forgettable.
Shell-shocked heart is the big
Flop
twist.
City.
Okay.
Motherfucking Flop City.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put hard target in flop as well, because that was completing that mini game was absolute hell.
And I've said this before, I'll keep saying it. As I was playing Sly 4 for the first time, Bentley goes catatonic because his alt GF betrayed him and he won't make the plans anymore. And I was like, cool. Now we finally justify why Carmelita is here, because Carmelita, the senior officer with Interpol, will of course be the person who takes charge of the gang at this juncture. And instead, they all just kind of look at each other, and Galeth is like, we could make balloons! And they do that.
Should we end the episode there?
Let's see it out.
That would be so iconic.
Just run out of energy and just stop.
not even explain it, just like after you say, let's make balloons. And then it's
Let's make balloons!
And then it's like a short pause and it starts playing the outro music.
I actually am gonna edit that in and then just edit in a continuation. There was a really long pause. I was kind of worried that you got disconnected or something.
Every time I'm so excited to recall or recount the events of this game, and every time I instantly regret, whereas like you come into it with super low expectations and then somehow start going up. It's not a very high up, but you go from down to up and I go from up to down.
Yeah. I get passionate is the word.
I don't.
No, nor should you. Nor should you.
Mousetrap, because she's a mouse. Squeak.
And she's a fucking dirty whore.
Oh my god.
One of my favorite moments on Tumblr of all time was saying, that because Bentley showing up in a yellow exoskeleton is, of course, a reference to the 1980s film Alien. And I said on Tumblr something about Bentley shows up and is like, "Get away from him, you bitch!" And someone genuinely thought that he said that in the game. Which, I mean...
It was in the first draft.
Yeah, they had to hastily edit it out. Because that's what Sigourney Weaver said in the epic movie. Remember Alien? It was the second one. It was Aliens. And it was epic.
Sigourney Beaver is who I'm rooting for on the Boulet Brothers Dracula Titans Season 2. That's currently airing.
Wait, is that a...
It is.
You hear my keyboard as I... Wow!
She's a legend.
Cool. Yeah, I love the two-tone hair. Very Elvira.
It is.
Cool.
Where does that leave us?
Oh, right, this.
Ozempic?
Flop City.
Wow. We are all over the place.
Because it sucks. It is sucks.
Bentley, we could have done... We could have been rich if we...
made weapons or something.
Bombed the Middle East.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted money. That's why I took the time machine that we built together and decided to give it to some French asshole instead of using it myself in a variety of ways that would have gotten me money. It was very important that I partnered with this guy because... Anyway, I'm gonna kill you now, I guess.
Please don't offend French asshole like that. Lost and found. Oh my god, Salim is so lazy. Ooh, hee.
Salim Al-Kupar. Salim Al-Kupar. Salim Al-Kupar. Prospero año felicidad. That fucking got you. I'm just on autopilot over here.
That's like one of those like cursed Samsung ringtone bass boosted with like a Chinese glitterized Salim Al-Kupar dancing.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I was like, is he having a seizure? And then I realized what you were doing.
Yeah, before you realized what the melody was, you thought I was just saying the name Salim Al-Kupar over and over again.
In different tones.
That's horrible. Oh. Anyway, I don't remember this one.
This is where we find out Salim's master thief technique is using his to sneakily sneak up long distances very fast.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's what his power was, actually.
How do you know? You don't remember.
I don't. Well, you got me there.
It's canon. Winthorpe.
Winthorpe, 100% Winthorpe. Literally could not describe the events of this one to you.
Open Sesame. Winthorpe.
Yeah. See, if I don't sing little songs, I'm just gonna go quiet as I sit here trying to remember.
Rugrats is Winthorpe.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't remember any of these.
Well, you wouldn't.
I remember Open Sesame is where you get the costume and like you have to cross some like moving fountains by slowing time. But all three of these missions, Open Sesame, Rugrats, and Copycats, are literally all the same.
Yeah, I can't say that I distinctly remember any of this at all.
Copycats is the other E3 preview with the Henriette reference.
Oh, that one. I do remember that one. It was Ozempic.
Okay. Up in Smoke is a chopper mission.
Yes, and you drop smoke bombs so that Sly and Salim can do whatever it is they're doing. That's very important work.
It's so funny that you remember this because actually it's so forgettable that I had forgotten to make graphics for it and had to scramble and go back and check the entire list until I found that I had not done it.
Well, in that case, it's an absolute Winthorpe. I cannot argue with that. That's as Winthorpe as it gets, baby.
And you know how OCD I am.
Yeah.
Like, for it to evade my...
Attention.
Yeah, is insane.
My God.
Heavy Metal Meltdown.
There is a... So Peter McConnell, they did get Peter McConnell back as the soundtrackman. And as always, he did a good job. But in Heavy Metal Meltdown, it's the one piece of the soundtrack that is not attributed to Peter McConnell, and it is instead attributed to something called Infected Scorpion, who have provided a metal version of the Thieves in Time theme. And that's on my computer to this day.
So rock and roll.
This scorpion is infected. It should see a vet. I guess scorpions are like poisonous. I don't know. It's never good to be infected, is the thing. That's like you're sick. The scorpion is sick. Anyway, Flop City purely for the visual of Bentley doing an air guitar.
Yep.
I don't think Bentley listens to fucking loud music. I think he listens to lo-fi beats to relax to, if even that. I don't know if he likes music at all.
Anyway.
On the list of things wrong with this game, it's very, very much far down there. But he would not fucking air guitar. This is my take.
I'm kind of sad because it does have... Oh my god! Open Sesame, which we put in Winthorpe, is the one where you tail Le Paradox and Miss Decibel.
And Sly does his Italian accent, which is a reference to the video game Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. Do you remember? Do
you think they were keeping Kevin McConnell hostage?
Kevin Miller, you mean? Or Peter McConnell?
Peter McConnell.
Hard to say. I don't know how much work he had on other projects in this time frame.
Up next, Belly Dancing Gate.
Make a new cheer, and write in the new cheer, I'm going to kill myself for real, this isn't a joke.
Down Home Cooking. Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't deserve to have color.
Going to kill... Yeah, okay, that'll do.
But should it be in that because it has Miss Decibel boss fight?
The Miss Decibel boss fight is okay at best. It is nothing to write home about, and you know that.
But it's so funny.
The only good thing I like about that is that shot of Sly briefly losing his hat. That was kind of cinematic, but then he just finds his hat again. So don't worry about it.
But it's so funny because Miss Decibel is so heavy, she keeps the blimp from flying.
Wubba lubba dub dub. I'm going to kill myself for real. No, this is not a joke. Trigger warning.
Deja vu all over again. Is this also I'm going to kill myself, no joke?
No. Although the ending is horrific. This is like the one morsel of sympathy I ever extend to Sanzaru. They did not want to actually end the game the way they ended it. They ran out of money and time, and they thought they would get DLC that they did not get. Everything else is their fault.
They ran out of money and what?
Time. Oh, I see.
Oh. So you're saying SP could have done this justice?
No.
Oh.
The thing about, like, making allies in each level, and then all the allies have to come together at the end, meeting for the first time, that's conceptually interesting. I don't know if it's fucking... Nothing else here is good, certainly.
I feel like if you gather a lot of dog shit from the street and then go home and put it in a blender with some milk to make a dog shit milkshake, like, you can't be surprised that the dog shit milkshake is dog shit.
Yes.
It's not I'm going to kill myself, no joke. It's Blood Flow Bay because they are working with their own shit. it's nothing new, it's not a huge offense. Whereas like all rolled up is criminal.
Yeah. All rolled up is you should be in jail for this.
Yeah.
I will point out, as I point out every time, as I will never stop pointing out, remember how Carmelita was vital to taking down every other final boss in the series? And in this game, she's captured alongside Sly. She's captured. Sly goes in to save her, is also captured. They are held together for a little while everyone else saves them both. And then, when everyone saves them both, Sly's like, now you get out of here while I finish the fight. Go fuck yourself.
What do you think there is inside Le Paradox's unproportionately large head?
Nothing.
Oh.
Same as any other French man. French women can stay, but they're on thin ice.
Oh. So
French non-binary people I have great sympathy for because they live in a deeply gendered language and they have to like fucking DIY that shit.
I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in flop.
Yes.
So there you have it.
Please do that.
We have 3 out of the 42 that could have seen the grace of God.
Well, maybe there's more under Winthorpe. But I've played this game exactly once, and you played it like what, 1.5 times? Like when you were replaying it?
Maybe 3.5.
I played it once, and I've never touched it again.
That was it?
I would sometimes replay specific parts early on, but I never replayed all of it because of shit like the belly dancing scene. The belly dancing scenes, plural. There's 2 of them.
When's the second?
Murray.
Oh.
Murray also belly dances, remember? And it's really funny because he's a fat man.
Okay. I can't say I'm too proud of this.
No.
I feel like this is when the owner comes home to see that the dog has wet the bed.
Yeah. I can offer no,
Solace.
just trying to rein myself in a little bit.
So anyway, not to end it on a bitter note for our listeners, we absolutely loved ranking every single one of these, including the Thieves in Time one.
Yeah.
Ones.
Let us know in the comments section what your favorite...
No.
I actually can't form the words. I can't invite them to talk about Thieves in Time in the comments section.
I was about to say, my
I-
English is escaping me.
My brain is like just preventing me from forming that sequence of words. Leave a comment telling Aris about your favorite fruit. He likes that.
I was about to say that. I was literally about to say, leave a comment telling me about your favorite fruit instead.
And leave a comment about your favorite cat fact, if you want one for me. Fact about cats. Either house cats or any variety of wild cat.
Sure.
Yeah.
So where does that leave us? What did we learn today?
Let's make balloons!
Salim al-Kupar.
Salim al-Kupar.
Salim al-Kupar.
Salim al-Kupar. Prospero agno felicitar.
Felicidad.
Okay, good night.